Periyava Sharanam, Glimpses from Sri Periyava's Life History, Volume 10, Chapter 19, Continued. Mudradhikari's Sammelan. In the year 1943, Periyava stayed in Thiruvannaikkaval Mutt from May until October. The annual Sammelan meeting of the officials of Mudradhikari Sangam took place in the same year at Thiruvannaikkaval. Over 1,000 officials took part in this meeting. Apart from addressing the meeting and explaining the duties and responsibilities of the officials, Periyava met the officials individually and encouraged them in performing their work. Soon after Navaratri celebrations on October 25, 1943, Periyava visited Uttamar Kovil, a village in the outskirts of Tiruchi city. Travelling further through Budalur, Ranganathapuram and other villages, Periyava reached Tanjavur district in pursuit of many major activities. In Thiruvidaimarudur, there was a dilapidated Shiva temple on the banks of river Veerachoran in Thiruvidaimarudur. Periyava felt a renovation of this temple would be useful to the devotees who come to bathe in the river. Shri D. Balasubramanya Iyer, proprietor, B.G. Paul & Co. Publishers, Chennai, fulfilled Periyava's desire by renovating the temple at his own expense. The Kumbhabhishekam of this Sri Vishwanatha temple was performed on December 1st, 1943 in the presence of Periyava. Kanchi Kamakshi Temple Kumbhabhishekam 1944. Starting from Kumbakonam in early January 1944, Periyava arrived in Kanchipuram on January 27th. He was received with a big welcome from the local citizens. Sri Kamakshi temple, which was under the mutt's administration, needed repairs in some portions. Periyava ordered necessary repairs to the temple. Since ancient times, such repairs and renovation to the temple were traditionally done by kings. From the records of the Archaeological Department of India, it is learned that during the reign of King Harihara Raya, Emperor of Vijayanagar Empire, the Kumbhabhishekam of the Kanchi Kamakshi temple was performed in the year 1392 and golden cover plates were fixed on the temple's Vimanam tower. Later, in the year 1840, Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Swamigal, the 64th Acharya of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham, performed the Kumbhabhishekam in a grand manner. He had also installed the Tatangam earrings to Sri Akhilandeshwari Amman at the Thiruvannaikkaval temple. In his Purvashram early life, this Acharya belonged to the successors of Sri Govinda Dikshidhar, who was a minister in the Tanjavur Nayakar royalty. As directed by Periyava, arrangements were made to perform the Kumbhabhishekam of the Kamakshi temple on Monday, February 7, 1944, Tamil year Subhanu, month of Thai in Meena Lagnam. It is said that Sri Adi Shankara installed the Sri Chakram in front of Sri Kamakshi Devi in Kanchipuram. Even today, the Kumkum Archana to the deity is performed on the Sri Chakram. There are various deities installed in this temple as per the following details. Sri Kamakshi Devi in a meditation pose, Sri Adi Shankara with his disciple, Kallar Perumal Mahavishnu with Lakshmi Devi to the right of the main sanctum, Shasta Ayyappan, Sri Shyamala, Sri Varahi, Sri Annapurani, Sri Mantrapurani, Sri Ardhanarishwarar, three murtis called Nindran, Kidandan, Irindan. Some 200 years back, the idol of Bangaru Kamakshi had been taken to Tanjavur. At the sanctum that was vacant, Maha Periyava installed two golden padukas. On Monday, 18th day of the Tamil month Thai, the rituals began in all the Sannidhis, sanctums, and the Yagashalai too was started. On the following Monday, the Kumbhabhishekam was celebrated in a grand manner. Maha Periyava himself performed the Abhishekam to the Vimana Kalasams, the shiny finials on the top of the temple Gopuram. For this event, several other temples from the country had sent prasadams and flowers to Maha Periyava. The Prince of Tanjavur, Sri Prathapasimha Raja, had also participated in the celebrations. Materials that had been sent for the Kumbhabhishekam included holy water from Rameshwaram Koti Tirtham, large amounts of clarified butter, ghee for the lamps and homam, money from the very poor to rich, ranging in the amounts of 1 rupee from a poor devotee in Tirunelveli to thousands of rupees from the well-to-do. About 50,000 people participated in this great event. Soon after the Kumbhabhishekam, Maha Periyava stood up on an elevated platform, sprayed the holy water on the people around, and gave darshan to all. On this historic day, the mutt had arranged to provide food to all the devotees. The Kamakoti Koshasthanam released a publication of Mukha Panchashati, Ambi or Ambikapuram, the antiquity of mutt. There is a village called Ambi about 4 miles from Kanchipuram. Maha Periyava visited this village on March 23, 1944. During the 11th century, this village was donated by King Sri Vijayaganda Gopala Chora for the purpose of offering Annadanam, free food, to 108 Brahmins every day. The Shasanam, edict relating to this charity by the king, is inscribed on a copper plate. Sri T.A. Gopinatha Rao, an official from the Thiruvananthapuram Archaeological Department, had carried out research on this Shasanam as well as others related to the mutt. The findings on the Shasanams indicate that the village Ambi was known as Ambikapuram. In Kanchi Puranam too, the name of this village is called Ambikapuram. The lingam at the Shiva temple in this village is known as Ambikapati. The village Ambi is located on the northern side of a river called Vegavati. It is a fertile village. Even in summer, water flows out in streams from springs dug on this river. There is a Brindavanam, Samadhi of a saint for one of the Acharyas of the Kamakoti mutt. The local people called it Sannyasi Medu, elevated place of a saint. There is a garden too at the center of the village called Matham by the local residents of the village. It was a pointer to the existence of a mutt in earlier years housed in a building at that location. It was also most likely that some of the mutt acharyas had lived in Ambi village. Information from the local residents, observations of various scholars, and the research on ancient copperplate inscriptions have provided significant insights into the antiquity of the Kamakoti mutt. According to the official website of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham, www.kamakoti.org, Sri Advaitatma Prakasendra Saraswati, also known as Govinda, the 60th Acharya, attained mukti at this village Ambi on Krishna Dvitiya in the month of Chaitra of the cyclic year Swabhanu 1704 AD. His Brindavanam at Ambi is in daily worship. To be continued, Periyava Sharanam.